And what is happening is that the president has put his personal and commercial interests ahead of the country's interests. That's the problem that we have. They are doing business with the RSF chief of gold that is being gotten from that area, brought to Nairobi and taken to Dubai.
Let me use undiplomatic language.
Okay.
Hogwash.
Is it?
That's what it is.
Right.
We may even know, by the way, which I don't want to discuss, how you became friends with them. It is that bad. Do you know that it is possible that diamond from Sudan is given the rules under the rules of origin to be seen as Kenyan diamond and taken to the Arab world? So we are dealing with a regime which has completely lost it. Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. It's time to save our country and our face and our future and the future of our children.
Recently, we've seen the Rapid Support Forces sort of mince their words in terms of whether they're forming a parallel government in Kenya or whether they're simply here to seek unity for the betterment of their country. What do you make of the diplomatic?
I think in all fairness, President William Ruto has messed this country in international eye. He's doing all the wrong things. We have a policy of non-interference with the affairs of other countries. We cannot allow rebels who have been slapped with international sanctions because of the genocide to meet in government facilities in Nairobi. You have had Sudan now is threatening to stop our tea going to Sudan. And what is happening is that the president has put his personal and commercial interests ahead of the country's interests. That's the problem that we have. They are doing business with the RSF chief of gold that is being gotten from that area, brought to Nairobi and taken to Dubai.
And you can substantiate
Yes, I can. I have one time. And, diplomatically, the president cannot invite Ahmed here because he was vice president. And he asked me to invite him on his behalf. And he called me and said, sign this letter, invite Ahmed here because I want to have a discussion.
When was this?
Sometime 2023.
Okay.
And I did invite Ahmed and welcomed him and delivered him to the president. There was nothing about Kenya. They were just discussing business, about gold, about such other things.
You were in that meeting?
No, I introduced him and then I was told to leave because it had nothing to do with Kenya.
How do you know this then?
No, I'm saying if it had anything to do with Kenya, I would have sat through the meeting. But I'm the one who, after they were through, I'm the one who took him to the airport and I inquired and they are doing business. So it is putting Kenya in a very bad light. Very, very bad light. And President William Ruto must accept that he will not be president forever. He cannot destroy this country and the way we are perceived by other nations. He must be a nationalist. He must rise above personal and commercial interests and put the country first. That group has been flagged by the international community and sanctions have been slapped against them for genocide and killing of children. But again, thinking about it, there's a saying that birds of the same feather flock together. They are killing children in Sudan, we are killing children here. So again, there's convergence. I think birds of the same feather flock together. But we are looking very bad. DRC, we have handled it very badly. And in fact, I am told many African presidents are unwilling to get involved in peace initiatives led by President William Ruto because he's conflicted in terms of personal and commercial interests that he has put above national interests.
We have to get our country back because this country is going down the drain at a rate faster than anybody can imagine. As we speak, I've seen a very interesting analysis of blood money linked to gold mining in Darfur region, in the Sudan, okay? Do you know, before Bensouda left office as ICC prosecutor, all right? You may have heard of, our viewers may have heard of a team called Janjaweed.
Oh, yes.
All right?
I have.
It is a leadership of Janjaweed, which is in town. MET, by the way, MET was also special envoy of Sudan when I was doing the same for special envoy of Sudan to South Sudan. When I was special envoy of Kenya to South Sudan.
South Sudan, yes.
President Bashir was asked by the Americans that time to release 50 people who were accused of genocide in Darfur. All right? Number 2 in that list was MAT. All right? And number 1 or number 2. And Bashir said, over my dead body, I cannot release my people. His name was added as number 51. These are the visitors we have in our country today.
Yes.
People accused of committing genocide under UN sanctions. But again, I add my comment, I repeat the comment. If that leaders in East African region and within the IGAD region will have asked William Ruto to host them here, that's a different thing. But if he's doing it alone, on his own volition, then a lot of questions must be asked. Because that is not the way. If all the factions were here, that is different.
All right.
But you cannot form a parallel government in Kenya and then go and impose it on the people of South Sudan at a time when, by the way, the world is facing the biggest humanitarian crisis. Over 1 million people in Sudan are starving. And this is, by the way, even worse than what has been happening in Gaza and what has been happening in Ukraine. It is as terrible as that. But maybe because it's happening in Africa, the world may not be noticing.
All right.
It is our duty to get these things sorted out in a manner that does not leave us with an egg on the face.
An egg on the face. Let me share this with you. We have the front page of the Bold newspaper, and I'm proudly saying that, the Standard. And I want you to react to this. The government seems to be playing down what everyone sees as a diplomatic blunder. Khartoum has said hosting the Rapid Support Force is a hostile act and should be condemned by the international community, rather. However, a statement by Foreign Affairs Cabinet Secretary justifies the aligning with one side of the conflict as a process to bringing stability in the country and region.
Let me use undiplomatic language.
Okay.
Hogwash.
Is it?
That's what it is. Hogwash. I mean, which Kenyans are you addressing? This is terrible. Please accept this is not the way to do diplomacy. And ask your friends to quietly leave.
All right.
We may even know, by the way, which I don't want to discuss, how you became friends with them. It is that bad. Do you know that it is possible that diamond from Sudan is given the rules under the rules of origin to be seen as Kenyan diamond and taken to the Arab world? It is terrible. And this is... all of it is illegal under international law. You cannot use this is blood money.
Blood money.
Yes.
I only have.
So we are dealing with a regime
Yes.
which has completely lost it. Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. It's time to save our country and our face and our future and the future of our children.
Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Thanks for your time. If you are new to this channel, please take a moment to subscribe, give this video a big like, and leave a comment, and also hit the bell button so you get notified when you post next time. God bless you. RUTO continue. Peace. See you later.